Oh boy, not quite IndyCar season yet, right? Take a look. You can see some slivers of sunshine over downtown Indianapolis right now, but man, step outside and you'll get a not so gentle reminder that winter is far from over. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jenny Runovich in today for Dustin Grove.
And I'm Felicia Lawrence. We appreciate you watching here at 13 News at 4. Sean Ash joining us.
Sean, how cold is it going to get? 'Cause it's already really cold.
Yeah, I mean, the wind chills tonight are going to range from about 10 to 15 below.
Ouch.
And I think in some school districts, that may be enough to cause a couple, 2-hour delays tomorrow morning. So I want you to be aware of that. And we still have a little lingering light snow action on live Doppler 13 radar. This stuff's like the Energizer Bunny. It is just hanging around, not widespread. And it's a deal where you may actually have a sky that has sunshine and some snowflakes falling from it here, but a little burst there moving through Tipton. Got one there over Zionsville. A few of these are possible along and north of I-74 here until the sun goes down. So that's one part of the story. We've had a few slick spots too, especially northeast of Indy. But this is all snowpack, so we've got a lot of cloud cover that's starting to move out. Temperatures in the teens at this hour. If you spent any time outside at all today, you know, yeah, that wind is harsh. We're near zero already for a wind chill in Indy, 1 below in Lafayette, and these numbers will continue to go down here. The wind will eventually ease a little bit, but right now definitely has some punch to it. Northwest sustained at 20 miles per hour here. Rough stuff. If you're going to the Pacers-Cavs game tonight, 7 o'clock tip, you should be thinking about layering up big time because going in, you're going to have those wind chill temperatures below zero. Heading home, the air temperature won't be far from it. And we're on our way to a cold night here. So this is how we're going to get to where we're going. Sub-zero wind chills as early as 6 o'clock. And we will continue to have our coldest night of the season. We'll talk about that and when it could feel 50 to 55 degrees warmer. Big temperature swing ahead.
Okay, we're swinging with you, Sean. Thank you so much. We'll continue to track these freezing temperatures along with you by downloading our WTHR weather app. This gives you the interactive radar, hour by hour forecast. You can pinpoint it all the way down to your neighborhood. Also check out our weather blog. It's all the free download in your phone's app store.
Well, tonight a Texas man is in the Marion County Jail. He's charged with stalking Fever star Caitlin Clark right here in Indianapolis.
And he was in court this morning for the first time after his arrest for allegedly sending Clark sexually explicit and threatening messages online. Our Matthew Foltz was in the courtroom and has the latest.
The first 15 seconds of this initial hearing caught everyone in the courtroom off guard as 55-year-old Michael Lewis wasted no time admitting to the charges he's facing.
Guilty? No, sir.
Lewis entered the courtroom admitting guilt before the judge stopped him, telling him that this initial hearing was only for him to learn about the charges he's facing. Lewis is charged with felony stalking after allegedly sending over a dozen sexually explicit messages and threats to Caitlin Clark on social media.
That actually caused Caitlin Clark to feel terrorized, frightened, intimidated, or threatened.
In court, we learned Lewis first allegedly made those online comments in December before traveling here to Indy over the weekend and booking a room in downtown Indy. Lewis was ultimately arrested after police warned him to stop the messages. In court, Lewis repeatedly said he needs his medication while in jail.
Court will note that you have requested medication. We will print out a sheet for your attorney to fill out, and I will order the Marion County Jail to at least assess you and provide any medication that the doctor deems appropriate.
The judge entered a preliminary not guilty plea for Lewis and appointed an attorney. He also has a no contact order with Clark and must stay 500 feet away from Gainbridge Fieldhouse and Hinkle Fieldhouse.
We also learned today in court that Lewis does not have a home. He says in court that he basically lives out of his car and he barely has any money to his name. Right now, he's facing a $50,000 bond. His next court appearance will be on March 31st. Reporting on Indy's Near East Side, I'm Matthew Foltz, 13 News.
Certainly a case will continue to follow. Meanwhile, the man accused of shooting and killing a Special Forces Dutch soldier in downtown Indy was back in court today. Shamar Duncan is charged with murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. He's accused of shooting 3 Dutch soldiers outside a hotel back in August of 2022. Investigators say the soldiers got into a fight with Duncan and his 2 brothers. Minutes later, police say Duncan drove by and shot at the soldiers, hurting 2 of them and killing Seme Poetsema. Our Karen Campbell was in the courtroom today. She'll bring us the latest coming up on 13 News at 5.
Lawmakers are still releasing details about what they want to accomplish during the legislative session. This is actually their first full week back at the State House.
Yeah, members of the Indiana Black Legislative Caucus outlined some of their priorities this morning, and our 13 State House reporter Emily Longnecker shares their plans.
Lawmakers with the Indiana Black Legislative Caucus say the physical and mental health of Hoosiers is their focus this session, and they've got several bills to address those areas. The caucus calls their 2025 agenda Healthy Bodies, Healthy Minds. It focuses on issues including food security, safe and affordable housing, and bringing more doctors to Indiana. Here are just a few of the dozens of proposed bills. House Bill 1138 would require Indiana's employee health plan to cover anti-obesity drugs. House Bill 1242 would protect people with medical debt from having liens put on their homes to collect that debt. There's also a proposed bill to help pay off the student loans of doctors who agree to come to Indiana and practice here for 10 years. In the Senate, there are several bills under what the IBLC calls the Momnibus package in honor of late Senator Gene Breaux, who passed away last year. Breaux championed legislation to address Indiana's maternal and infant mortality rates. The bills would require Medicaid reimbursement for doula services when someone gives birth. There's also a bill to expand mental health care for postpartum mothers, along with the creation of a behavioral health helpline for moms. Housing is another big part of this agenda. Lawmakers say to be healthy, you need a safe and affordable place to live. Caucus members say they believe investment on the front end means less money spent later by the state in health care costs.
It's like a 6-lane highway. Everybody's going that direction. So the more lanes we have to address these concerns, the better outcomes that we will have through our investment of those said dollars.
And as for the new governor, some of these lawmakers already know him from his time here as a state representative 10 years ago, and they are hoping to meet with him soon about this agenda. At the State House, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
Emily, thank you for bringing us that. And 1 person is dead after a house fire in Monroe County. Fire crews responded overnight to a house on South Fairfax Road. When they got there, they found heavy fire coming from the front of the home. People nearby tried to see if anyone was in the home. Firefighters were able to make it into the back of the house. That's where they found the victim, and they tried to save them. That person was later pronounced dead. No one else was inside the home at that time. Firefighters say discarded smoking materials is what caused it. And if you can, try to avoid this mess on Indy's east side. So not only is the road flooded at 10th and Emerson Avenue, or maybe even frozen by now, but there's a sinkhole there. As you can see, one driver actually ended up getting stuck, and that sinkhole is now blocked off. The sinkhole and flooding are a result of a water main break that was eventually sealed off.
Wow, can you imagine? They
No.
actually had to tow that car out of the sinkhole and pull it up. Yikes.
That's
not
not
a
what you
good
want.
start to your day.
No. How does insurance work with that?
I'm not sure.
All right, so it is hard to believe it's so cold out, but the IndyCar season is fast approaching.
Oh, I wish they'd start a new track record and come right now. So drivers hit the track coming up in March. Here in January, though, all of the drivers gathered at the Convention Center for IndyCar Content Days as they gear up for the season ahead. Our Dominic Miranda was there talking with drivers throughout the day. Graham Rahal and Santino Ferrucci talked about their excitement for the upcoming season.
For me, we've got a lot of great partners. We've got a lot of great supporters, and I feel really strong about the team, the changes that we made. So I'm energetic about just getting into the season and seeing what we've got.
Season 3 with Foyt, new changes with the mechanics, a couple engineering updates. Penske partnership's going great. I can't wait to get back out on track, especially the way that we ended last season with all the top 10s, top 10 in the points. We got some work to do, but we'll get there.
Oh, exciting. Coming up at 5 and 6, you can see Dom's full conversations with both Rahal and Ferrucci today.